Show me the money. Cuba Gooding Jr. nailed that line in the 1996 movie Jerry Maguire. Playing a football star who was pushing his agent to get a big contract, Cuba won an Oscar for his role. While just a movie, it did show some of the strain in the world of sports contract negotiations. For any athlete, no matter how much they love the game, it really is about the money. Now, don't misunderstand me though. Considering how hard they work and the physical impact on their bodies for such a short career, they should all say, "Show me the money." But in a way, that's true for any job. No matter how dedicated we are to a company or a job, we can't hang around if we don't get paid. Any more than a company can keep us around if they're not making any money or getting any work out of us. However, the one area in life that shouldn't be that way is the church. But it seems that for far too many churches, it's all about show me the money. Often their main focus seems to be fundraising, with just enough religion thrown in to sort of justify the plea. One televangelist was famous for not letting services end until he had enough money, and he would keep passing the plate until he had collected as much as he felt he needed or could squeeze out of his audience. That doesn't mean churches shouldn't pay the preacher or collect funds. The Apostle Paul refused to take money from the Corinthian church and lived off his tent making until he started getting support from other churches, Acts 18 verse 5. However, he made it very clear to the Corinthian church that preachers had a right to receive support from the church to be paid wages for the work they did, 1 Corinthians 9 verses 1 through 15. Though a preacher must be more than a mere employee moving from church to church looking for the biggest paycheck. When Paul was accused by some in the Corinthian church of being like that, being a hireling who wouldn't preach until people would show me the money, he reminded them he hadn't taken any money from them and facetiously said, "I robbed other churches by taking wages from them to serve you. And when I was present with you and was in need, I was not a burden to anyone. For when the brethren came from Macedonia, they fully supplied my need, and in everything I kept myself from being a burden to you, and will continue to do so." 2 Corinthians 11 verses 8 and 9. Now, in order for a church to support a preacher, to pay him his wages, it must have a common treasury. And Paul instructed the individual churches to collect funds on the first day of the week through free will offerings of the members, 1 Corinthians 16 verses 1 and 2. Because there are so many church fights over how to spend the money that it collects, some brethren try to eliminate the treasury. But if God authorized the treasury and condemned contention and misuse of funds, why not keep the treasury and eliminate the contentious attitudes and ungodly expenditures? Is it really that hard? Well, sadly, it appears yes. However, that doesn't make the church a money-collecting organization either. It must not be all about show me the money. If that's your church's tradition, change the church or change to another church. We'll look more closely at this topic over the next few Morning Minutes in the Bible posts on Traditional Tuesday. Until next time, this is James McClenny hoping you have a great day.